A person hijacked an airplane in America all by himself and disappeared from a height of 10,000 meters in such a way that despite so many investigations by the FBI, no trace could be found. On the afternoon of November 24, 1971, a man carrying a briefcase approached the counter of Northwest Orient Airlines, gave his name as Dan Cooper, and asked the ticket agent for a ticket to Seattle. After taking the ticket, this Cooper boarded Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, which had only 36 passengers on board. As soon as he sat in his seat, he placed the briefcase on his lap and ordered a glass of whiskey from the air hostess. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the airplane departed from Portland for Seattle, with a duration of approximately 30 minutes. Just a few minutes after takeoff, Cooper placed the glass aside and after writing something on a page, folded the page and handed it to the air hostess. However, the air hostess considered it a trivial note and put it in her pocket without reading it. Then, at Cooper's insistence, when she took out the note and read it, it said that there is a bomb in my briefcase. If necessary, I will detonate it. The airplane has been hijacked. Still not convinced, Cooper opened the briefcase on his lap and showed it. Seeing this, the air hostess was convinced that the situation was indeed dangerous. Then, in a calm tone, Cooper stated his demands. I need $200,000 in $20 bills. In addition, 4 parachutes should also be provided. He also stipulated that after landing in Seattle, all passengers should be disembarked, but the crew should remain on the plane and the plane should be refueled. Florence went to the cockpit and informed Captain William Scott of the situation. He showed the note and explained the details of the suspicious bomb in the briefcase. Captain William Scott had no choice but to accept his conditions. He contacted Seattle Air Control and informed them of the situation. After which, the Federal Bureau of Investigation personnel became active and emergency measures began at the airport. On the ground, after consultation, the airline officials decided to pay the ransom. $1,020 notes were collected from the bank and the FBI saved a record of each note. Arrangements for a parachute were also made on an emergency basis. At 5:24 in the evening, the plane was granted permission to land, and it landed at Seattle Airport. The plane was taken to a deserted area away from the terminal. FBI personnel had already surrounded the area and snipers were also deployed.